professors and the people in our department to take turns standing up and introducing themselves. Thank you, Dr. Brown.
Mrs. Wax.
Dr. Shields. Oh, please don't applaud. No, come on, go.
A little screaming.
Who do we have here in the corner? Do y'all know who this is? Who is this? Who is, Kathy Z, right, Kathy Z. And why is Kathy Z here? Because we're swiveling today, right?
Yeah. So take that little, and bring it down just a little bit so that I can see it. I'm sorry.
Okay, are we ready?
Perfect.
All right. So that you're not afraid of this contraption, I'm modeling.
That's good to hear, Dr. Taylor.
Swiveling. So the swivel is recording me for this session, so I'm really happy with that. And Kathy Z is going to help you with swivels. She sometimes comes to the classes for chalk and wire, and she also, when you're heavily involved in your EdTP, is someplace to be found here on campus to help you out. And in the back corner we have? Now we know who rates. There we go, yeah. And right next to her is? And what do you do, Mrs. Friedenberg?
The list goes on and on, Dr.
That's true. For our fun folders.
So I do all the practical placements and student.
Okay. All right, so this might be a little bit of review for some, but we do have a lively little game in here that I hope you're all going to be successful at, because I have candy bars as successful at it. So,
We work for candy.
I do, so I know everybody else does. Okay, so we have to understand the standards that guide us. So that we're in an unprecedented time of change in education. Everything is changing. Every time we turn around, the standards change. Okay, so we have our Common Core State Standards. And what's going on with the governor now with the Common Core State Standards? Anybody know? Who knows? Raise your hand. Anybody know what the governor is doing?
I do.
You do? What is the governor doing?
He just created the task force to look at the Common Core
Oh, very good.
standards. After they've been implemented for 2 years.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. So needless to say,
You're my favorite.
well, we still have the Common Core. So Common Core is something that we have. So we're going to watch this. I don't know if we'll watch the whole thing, but we're going to watch some of it, and hopefully the volume is on here, which it's not. Volume. It's on. Ah, let me look down here.
Oh, there. Right there.
Ah. Just detecting, of course, technology. I did.
Apply this fix.
Sarah, can you see that?
It's what she clicked on. She clicked on the right thing in it.
All right. High definition auto device driver problem not fixed.
Still
Nice.
got the speaker.
Yeah, but when she clicks on it, it does this. There's something internal going on.
Okay, so it's a good thing we have
There's something
our
internal
tech
going
people
on.
here. So our tech people, I can we don't need to do this. We can go right back to here,
Yeah, when she.
and I'll come back to that later. All right, so that YouTube little clip was about the Common Core State Standards and about how different states have adopted them or not adopted them. New York State has adopted them. And because we have adopted them, we are doing them. And what do we know about the Common Core State Standards? Those people who have been in my class, there's a piece of Common Core State Standards out of the first 10 reading standards that's highlighted yellow. And why is that highlighted yellow? Because right. What do you want, a Kit Kat or a Twix? Yes, because when you adopt the Common Core State Standards, you're allowed to change 15% of them, but you can only add, you can't take away. So states have either adopted them, partially adopted them, or not adopted them, and some have withdrawn. But we are still doing the Common Core State Standards, and that's what it is, okay? And we've done the 15%. All right, you're killing me here.
What do you know about special ed?
He's
Common
killing
Core
me here.
standards?
They just changed them.
No,
Or will you change the testing? No testing.
they changed the testing.
But there's no standard.
There's
All
no
right, I gotta
standards
go
for
back to
special ed.
my
You
thing.
have to
You gotta
use
work on that, but
Common Core
because I have another one that's really important that I need to
kids
do.
that are there, and
So
then you
let me
have to
just have this
modify
thing
it,
up here while
universal
you're.
design.
Okay.
All right. All right, so he's going to work on this, and as he's working on this, I'm going to go to these other two things that I can't show you. EdTPA, state policy. You know that all over the United States, some people are doing the EdTPA, some people are not. Those who have a state type of EdTPA in place are not doing them. We are doing the EdTPA, and we are doing it for certification. So it's part of your certification test. So we're so lucky. And what's the good news about that? We do well on it here. We do above the state and national average, right? And what do we know about our 1 through 6 students? What is their score on the bar exam at TPA? Do we know? 100% pass rate on 1 through 6ers. Okay, and then we're up in the high 80s for the rest of everybody else. Okay, sound good? Okay, so also Engage New York. That's where we find our teaching standards. Everybody knows how to go to Engage New York and find the teaching standards? I think we can do that one. Yeah, Country Parkway, right? So adopted in January 2011. There are the New York State teaching standards. Okay, any question there? So we have a set of New York State teaching standards. Let me just try something here. Maybe this is the map. We'll see. Oh, yeah, there's a participation map, okay? These are the people who are participating in the EdTPA, and we have a policy in place, and we did it really fast, right? Excelsior, right, New York State. Okay. Yeah. All right, so who is the Commissioner of Education in New York State? Who knows? No looking on your phone. Who's got the candy ball?
I got it.
Is he going to be able? Are we going to be able to see that video? Probably not, right? There she is. Yay! Who knows what the name of the person is? Who is the Commissioner of Education now? And it's not John B. King. Okay, raise your hand. Not you, because I know you already know. Anybody? Who wants to take it? Who wants to do a developmental approximation? Something close. What's your best guess? Elizabeth something from Damon. Okay, because she did graduate from Damon and she's a she, you can have a candy.
Oh, yes, more candy.
Takes the whole bowl.
One candy. Otherwise, you have to report. If you earn a candy, then you have to go see Mrs. Sugarts after the candy bowl runs out. So,
Can I spill the beans?
yeah, you can spill the beans.
Commissioner of Education
Somebody
is
stole your audio
Commissioner
cable.
Elia. She is
Awesome.
from,
Minnie's RCA.
she is from
Minnie
Lewiston, New York.
Awesome sauce.
Right here.
This is just awesome.
Yeah, so somebody stole the cable out of the back of the amp.
All right, so Dr. Shields told you a little bit about her, and so we might be able to see the video but not hear her.
Just, yeah, give us a second. We'll put a new cable.
There she is. Yeah, powerful woman. What's her name? Mary Ellen Elia. And here she is with Charles Giglio, who is the 2005 New York State Teacher of the Year, talking about and giving us direction, as she does every year before the school year starts. So this is important for you to know. You need to know these kinds of things that are happening in education. And if we get a chance, we'll play her little welcome message. All right, so we're going to go next to our next. No. All right, so we're going to go welcome back here, and now we're going to go back here. So, I'm going to play her message when I get a chance, when the cable comes back, because somebody stole the cable. Okay, so what is new for our program? The swivel. Videotaping with the swivel is now going to be embedded into our classwork. Why? What did you say, Emily? So you can give that girl a candy bar. Yeah. So you can get familiar with it before you go out student teaching. Yes. So you can self-reflect and make improvements. We're going to give that girl a candy bar. Okay, so we want to look at what we do. Is it scary? Does it look scary? I hear some people in my class are scared of me. Is that true?
Ask my students, how do you feel about it? Because I move the marker around when we do group discussion. How do you feel about it?
What's that mini iPad doing over there?
It's following the thing.
It's better, it's a new swivel.
My hair's a little flyaway because I ran in here, so I'll have to check it. Okay. All right.
Ask my students, how do you feel about it?
How do you feel about it?
Caitlin, how do you feel about it? Sorry.
It's fine. I mean, at first it was a little scary just because someone was recording you. But now since we've used it, we're more used to it.
Yeah, and it's a tool. It's a tool. It's a tool for you looking at your work. It's a tool, we could look at your work, but not that they were going to grade you on it there, but that we could record it to see, growth and development. And so it's, and you have to get used to it. So it's not that, and there's a great teachingchannel.org video, because I have a multimedia technological presentation that's not working today. So we can go take a look at that later. So who are videotaping this year? Which classes? 230. Who's in 237? Raise your hand. All right. Who's in 320? Lucky you. Who's in 336? Then that must be adolescents. When I talk to the adolescents, people will say, "Who's in 311?" That must be adolescents too. All right. So those are the classes that are going to use the swivel. Not scary. Okay. Fingerprinting. That was all changed. Dr. K used to be a certified fingerprinter. Did you know that? I was able to read your swirls. You ready to try it? Okay, so fingerprinting has changed. Here's the link. I'm going to go back to that. Before I go back to that, I'm going to go back to this link. I don't know why this Real America stuff is up here. All right, so here is what it costs. Fingerprinting process from start to finish. Where do you go for fingerprinting? NYSED. Here is it. Here's the URL. highered.nysed.gov, right? It's on the FAQ page, so it's on the FAQ page. How much does it cost? Yeah, basically $100 round up, right? And we have handouts about that. And Mrs. Schurz, could you just hold there she is. And she has a lovely handout. So if you want to hear find out about that, you can do that. And we'll go back to some of these videos later. Okay, so we're going to get out of this. This is scary executive law. Yeah, I don't want this. I don't want this anymore. I don't want this anymore. I don't want this anymore. Or this. Or we're going to not do this. All right, we're not going to do this either. Okay. All right. So what do we know about the certification tests? What do we know about them? Who's freshman? Did I go past something? Oh, you can. Yes, you can. You can pass them. You can do it. See, these are all new, right? And when were they new? When did you have to? What people have to take them? After May 1st, 2014. So we've had it instituted for a while, right? So EdTPAs were out, and they already have some little revisions in them. So every year you have to look and see if you have a new version. Where do you find your EdTPA? On Chalk and Wire. Can you look at it ahead of time? Yes, because it's on Chalk and Wire. So you can look at it. ALST. Yeah, ALST is a little challenging, right? So that's our reading and writing skills, correct? That's new. Okay, EAS, educating all students. Did anybody take that yet? Marcy took it and passed it, so that's good. Uh-huh. Yeah. And the CST are content specialty tests. Yes. See, now they could even give the presentation. There's two, right? If you're dual cert, you have to take either early childhood or 1 through 6, depending on what your certification area is, and then students with disabilities, all right? And then EdTPAs, and they're all in an electronic testing environment. Isn't it so fun?
The first time was a little, how do I want to say it, traumatizing. It's like you're getting arrested. They take your picture and then they scan your hand a million times and then can't take anything in with you, can't even have hair ties around your wrist, nothing.
Dr. K'd be in trouble.
It's scary, but so my first one was ALST, didn't do well because I was scared. And then the second one was really good.
All right, so it's an electronic. So I'll show you where you have to sign up for that, and you have to pass all the certification tests and requirements. You have to have a fingerprinting, a criminal check. We have DASA Save and Child Abuse Seminar. Mrs. Friedenberg, you want to comment on any of those, DASA Save or Child Abuse Seminar?
Yes. You can contact BOCES. BOCES often has a lot of those available, and usually frequent dates.
Okay.
So you will need that for your certification also.
Okay. So any question about that? Is there,
We just need to play something, so I didn't know where to.
I'm going to go back. Yes. Yes.
I would suggest buying the Barron book that has all these practice tests and stuff in it for all of us.
You took one of my slides, but that's okay.
It's it was like $5 on Amazon. Right.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very nice. All the tests and Barron. It's Barron, like BARRON apostrophe S, and it's got on the cover. It's a green cover, and it's got all those tests listed on there.
Okay, so if you go to the New York State website, so this was updated. When was the last update? From the New York State website for testing. Yeah, in August, right? It was last updated, and here's all the information. So you need to go to these websites and take a look. All right. All right. And there's also a safety net memo. Why is there a safety net memo?
Because New York State realized that they weren't getting enough people passing. So they had to do something to help.
Okay. So and why is it because New York State students were inferior that they weren't passing?
That the classes hadn't adjusted yet. Right, the tests are all new.
The tests are all new. New York State went Excelsior, ramrodded it through like it always does. So a lot of people were caught off guard. So they have these safety nets available. Yeah, New York State's wonderful. So there's a memo. There's a memo from Mrs. Sugarts or online, and our department memo is available in chalk and wire under the general certification workspace, which looks like this. Let's see. Where's Mrs. Z? Yes. All right.
I just want to hear you play something.
All right. She wants me to play something. She wants me to play something. I have to play something.
Go ahead, just memorize that.
All right. For the memo, I go where?
Oh, did you wanna?
That memo. Here. Yep. So I go here in this corner. I go to work. I go to collaboration. And certification workspace resources. Is that what I want? And general certification certification workspaces. And then I go down. And they're all here. So all the, everything's here. Okay?
Keep clicking. Video recording.
Well, I don't want to do that.
Okay.
All right, I want to go to the ones I want to go to. Okay. Any question there? Okay. All right. Where do we take these tests? Oh, I can't even believe my luck today. There's a Pearson VUE alert. Are you kidding me? Okay, welcome to this, what is this? Okay.
Run a video with sound, see if it works.
Okay, well, we'll do this, all right. I'll go back to, let's go here. Let's go back. Okay, well, here is the video from the teaching channel.
Well, no,
Using
it's not,
video.
because there's not anything coming in through the sound.
Okay, well, there's nothing coming in, but you know what? I'll send the PowerPoint out, or you can pick up the PowerPoint and go to the links. This is a really, Sarah Brown Westling does a nice job on the teaching channel, as far as talking about how videotape is used in the classroom and how she uses it for self-reflection, which is an awesome way to you know, I've often, as long as my hair is looking good, then I'm like really happy. If I'm having a bad hair day, then I really don't want to be recorded. But you know, other than that, I don't really care. So anyway, so obviously that's not working. So, okay, let's talk about the multi-subject. These are for teachers of childhood, grade 1 through 6. Let's take a look at how it's constructed. How long does this test take? Okay, 5 hours and 15 minutes, but you can take them in parts. What is the passing score? What's the passing score? 520, right? And how much does it cost by parts? Okay, and there's preparation review materials for this test? For the multi-subject, there's preparation materials. Okay, so once again, New York State website is our friend. Okay, we already answered this question. Which content specialty test should I take? If you're a dual cert, early childhood, birth through 2, childhood 1 through 6, middle childhood grades 5 through 9, and secondary 7 through 12. Dual certification must take CST by program and students with disabilities CST. Any question there? Aren't you so excited? Stephanie, are you not excited? I know it. All right. You will do well on these. How do you study? Well, besides the Barron's book, there are study guides online. There are little sample study guides online. Take the study guides online, right? You can also go online and you can buy a study guide for $39.99. Uh-huh. Okay, girls in the back. There it is. The Barron's Study Guide, all right? It's a beautiful thing. Yes, go purchase it.
The first one that comes up on Amazon is the LAST and the old ones.
Yeah,
The ATSW, you don't want that.
you don't want that.
One of them that says NTPA.
Make sure it says like it shows over here, right? Uh-huh. Make sure it shows EAS, Educating All Students, ALST, Academic Literacy Skills Test, and New Elementary Early Childhood CSTs, and EdTPA Overview. You guys are going to rock the EdTPA. You're going to do great. Yeah, they just try to scare you. Don't let them scare you. Mm-mm. Okay. For student teaching, here are some of the things that we need. A current health appraisal. What? PPD? Background check? Fingerprinting? For a place that you're going, have to have a drug screening test. Like if you go to Bornhava or Cannellation Center or Autism Services. And make sure that when you get your letter from Mrs. Friedenberg telling you about your student teaching placement, if it says you have to get this stuff, that does not mean you get it the night before at 9 o'clock. Okay, any question there? Okay. How much does it cost us to get certified? Yeah, go ahead. About this.
Yeah, I don't know if you know how specifically, how current the health appraisal should be. Does it need to be within like a recent month, or can it be from over the summer?
It will depend upon the agency and or the school. Some will want a current one, usually like an annual, like when we give your annual checkup.
Okay.
It's usually within the year.
Oh, okay, good. Okay, good.
That's pretty typical.
Same with the PPD.
Yes.
And let's tell everybody what PPD is.
It is to test for tuberculosis, to see if you're even a carrier. Some students, just so you know, come back positive, do not freak out if you are. They'll just then, the doctor will recommend a further blood test. And so then you're aware of that. Most agencies will want a current PPD, like within a very short period of time, but you'll get that in your student teaching packet to know exactly when you're going to have it.
Okay, any question about that? So how much is some of this stuff going to cost you, your testing? Okay, these are the test fees. Okay, so if you have a kidney you want to sell, you go ahead and sell it. Either that or ask for money at holidays coming up, or like your birthday. When your Aunt Joni says, "What do you want for your birthday?" you say money. Okay, any question there?
Don't spend it on photos.
Yeah. No, you're not. Maybe you should not get your nails done for a while, right? All right. Not that I'm being sexist in here at all, because men go for mani pedicures too. Some men.
Real men.
All right. So the reason that you have a chalk and wire account, and you all have that, and you all paid for that, and you pay for it in your freshman year, and then you don't pay for it again, is so that you can submit, because Chalk and Wire is a platform provider and it also houses information for us. And you will start using it more and more as we work through it. But Chalk and Wire is how you launch your EdTPA. to get it scored. Okay? So that's why you have to have it. And besides that, the EdTPA framework is on there for the test. Your test is on there. Okay. Who wants some help with the EdTPA? Raise your hand. Want help with the EdTPA? Come on, be honest. Who wants help? Okay. I got news for you, freshmen. You can come to this boot camp. It's okay. Even if you haven't taken some of those courses yet, because it will give you schema.
I have a question.
Yes.
What if you have a final during those times?
If you have a final during those times, go out and take your final and then come back.
Okay.
We offer them every semester. They're very helpful, right? So these are the times for the EdTPA boot camp. Notice that we put on an ALST and an EAS. Uh-huh. And then the EdTPA itself, a little longer, because it takes a little longer because of the 3 balls that we got. Yes, Emily?
The ALST EAS section, are they going to be broken up like the first half will be ALST and the second? Because some of us had already taken ALST.
All right, so we'll do that.
Right. Maybe you could just come for the second half?
Yeah, you can come for any parts or portions thereof. Feel free to walk in and out of the sessions. We will not be, we know it's during exam week, we will not be offended. All right, and if there's more information that you need, we'll try to help you get it. But the Barron's book is really good as well. All right? And now, Dr. Shields, it is your turn to talk. Don't push his buttons.
I've got a girlfriend.
Wasn't that a Big Bang Theory? Wasn't that harassment in the workplace? Sheldon was harassing in the workplace?
I'm feeling harassed right now. All right, I want to go over a couple of things for the FAQ page. How you get there, it's kind of a little complicated with our website. The quickest way to get there is just to put education in the search box and then hit the little magnifying glass and then scroll down to where it says education. And then for you all, it would be undergraduate programs. Here's our new website. And then down here where it says Daemen College Education FAQ, this is, we have, 17 frequently asked questions that we've garnered over the years. If you see a question that's always nagging at you and stuff, email it to me and let me see if it is worthy to put on the website. Something, can't say which professors are terrible. We're not going to put that on there. You know who is and you know who isn't. Thank you. Now, Dr. Krikovich went this kind of fast, but everything she said is here. And I want to show you something that's really, New York State sucks, but they do have some things that aren't so sucky. So right here, says, what test do I need to take past in order to do this? Okay. So you click on the New York State thing, and you see this thing where it says search certification requirements. This is a little handy-dandy thing that I'm going to go through a couple of them so you see what I'm doing. Interest, obviously, classroom teacher. We're going to do childhood ed. 1 through 6, this is the program we have, and you saw that other colleges have birth through 6. They call that their childhood education. Niagara University has that, for example. Select a title we'll do with students with disabilities because everybody that I'm aware of has the 2 certifications. Nobody's just straight childhood, right? Just one? Okay. Right. And then come down here and you want to look at initial certification. Do the search, and this is you. Okay, now this is just for the 1 certification. So the registered program, what that is when You complete your degree. When you get your bachelor's degree, I get a list. And then they say, these folks have completed their degree, and then I actually recommend you for your 2 certifications. And that's what this is, the initial institutional certification. Do institutional certification, not individual. If you do individual, it takes me like 6 weeks to find somebody that says it's going to take 4 weeks to fix. The ALST is not a teacher certification exam. They say it is. It's a reading and writing test. And you have to do close reading, and you have to debate within there these 2 different aspects of things and a bunch of other things. Anytime you see the selected response, multiple choice, knock out, there's going to be 4 answers. Knock out 2 of them. This is testing theory. This is assessment methods that we had just last semester. Knock out 2, because what I'm finding is that the other 2 are pretty friggin' similar. Because I've taken these tests, and they're like, I could go either way. The problem with the selected response is you can't debate it. It's just one right answer and one not correct answer. EAS, Education All Students. Multi-subject. This one got a little goofy that I just found out about. If you pass all 3 of the multi-subject for the teacher's certificate, the childhood, there's a new thing on the Teach that it says multi-subject class childhood assessment. So this is new. You're also going to find on your Teach account, especially for you seniors, is they have these new lines that talk about secondary, and it'll have incomplete. Middle school, incomplete. It'll have early childhood, incomplete. So I emailed my contact in Albany, and what she said is, we put that on there because they're eligible if they want to complete the program. It's ridiculous. Schools are going to look at that and say, well, maybe I need a middle school, and they have an incomplete here, so just go get your certification. No, it's insane. So I don't know what those knuckleheads are doing up there. And then for this one is obviously students with disabilities, CST. The EdTPA you're going to do during student teaching. The workshop, Dignity for All Students, that's the bullying one, and the fingerprint certification. It doesn't have up there your childhood or your students with abuse, child abuse. You need that as well, too, and it's not on here. Okay, so this is 1 through 6, students with disabilities. Let's go back to childhood, because everybody's going to be dual cert. My suggestion is do what I'm doing, and I'd make a copy of this and post it on your bedroom wall and say, this is what I need to do. There's a lot of redundancy, obviously. Institutional recommendation, all the tests are there again, but this one's a straight a childhood education, not special ed, because you're already going to be doing that. Okay. Early childhood. Every early childhood in New York State is birth through 2, so that's going to be the same as everybody else. And again, let's do students with disabilities, initial. And there's different tests and everything because of the students with disability, and here is the birth through grade 2, the multi-subject. So it's a little bit different. And then all the other stuff is the same as the childhood. Okay, so these are all the stuff you need to do. When do you take the test? This is a little bit more complicated. The ALST, I say take it right now. But you've got to remember it's a reading and writing test. It's not a test to get certified. Because you think you're going to get questions about education, and it's not. I don't know, it was about politics and Did you take it? What was the? It was what? Yeah. And you got a debate within this thing, and it's a reading writing test. Get the Barron's thing, take the test. The EAS, I'd say to take that probably your start of your junior year would be the best. Students with disabilities, I would take either during 401 or at the completion of 401, right around there, you know. And which one did I leave up? Multi-subject. There's 3 parts of the multi-subject. You could probably chip away at those right now. I'd say you're ready, sophomore, juniorish kind of thing. Am I right, or how you guys? Is that the EAS? Right. Yeah, which is the reading class you guys will be taking.
You have to study their personal outlook on things.
Right.
Not like things you may have learned in the book. It has to be their like specific, what's most effective here, what's most effective here. It has to be their viewpoint.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing too. You don't go in there unprepared. Just because you get your degree, don't go in there unprepared. You're going to fail the test. You need to go in prepared. You got to study for these tests, like you're studying for your exams and stuff, because there's a lot to it. Don't freak out if you fail. Don't. It's just turn the page, get more money, take the test. I have students who beat themselves up pretty good when they don't need to beat themselves up. You guys are bright. You know what you're doing. It's the test that should not dictate who you are or what it is you're doing. So just don't lose your self-concept about it. I want to go down to the bottom here. For the seniors, this is like boring stuff, but you guys will be okay. For the freshmen, sophomore, juniors, these are the classes that are in upper and lower division. And you see these 3 classes are the ones you need in your first year. Learning theory, instructional design, and students with disabilities. Those are the 3 you need because they're prerequisites for everything else. At the end of your sophomore year, 4 semesters in, you apply for upper division. And these are all the requirements for upper division. You have to have a 2.55 in your education classes, 2.55 overall. You have to get C's or better in all of the classes, 203, 217, 237, and 270. Graded papers, everything's done now on chalk and wire, so when you'll be applying through chalk and wire. It was a little cumbersome when we got started, but it's an easier process now that we've got a little bit of experience with the whole thing. I have a link to the fingerprinting. Yes, it's all brand new. And essentially you go on and you register with this Indent2Go kind of thing. It's all through this website now, even though we might have some information. It's all on here. I get this. Okay, I work at a preschool, so the state has my fingerprints, right? Wrong. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. What you need to do, and you should do this tonight, and everybody should, is if you don't have a Teach account, get a Teach account. And I'll walk you through at least the websites to do it. Why? Because say for fun, you do work at this preschool and some miraculous miracle happened that it shows up on your Teach account that you've got your fingerprints. Then you're good. Then you don't have to worry about it. But usually not the case. Because Department of Social Services runs preschools and daycares, and they don't talk to the Department of Education. So there's like this big gap in between. But sometimes I've seen it happen, and most of the time it's not there. Yeah.
We work in the after-school program. They pay for it all. That was subtle.
We're all graduating. We're going to be hired.
It's great. It'll be good on your resume.
Where'd you put the link to State Ed? Kathy? Where'd you put the link to state ed? This one there? It's what? I had one for New York State certification. No, that was just the FAQs. It's not here.
I didn't put anywhere else, I put in the FAQs. The one that you sent me.
No, that was, anyway, it doesn't matter. Okay, this is how you get to the Teach system. It's through the SED.gov thing. You need the help, come and email me and I'll find it for you. And we'll get it on the website, or back of the website. Okay, this is where you start. This is where you start. And there is, when you guys did this, was there a video or anything like that? Was there anything? Okay. Okay, go, good, good. This is where you need to start, and honest to God, even if you're a freshman, do it now. And just don't pay for it. Just don't pay for it, because it'll ask you to pay, and just don't yet. And then you just got to follow the links and everything. Why you need this is because if there's an issue, I can look you up on the Teach account, because I'm the certification officer, so I can get to I can get to this. And there's been some anomalies that we've had to take care of over the years, so it's pretty helpful having this thing. But like I said, it keeps track of your tests, fingerprinting, and some other things too. What's that? Workshops, yeah. Yep. Safety net. There's a lot of questions about our masters here. At this point, I wouldn't worry about it, but for you guys, how it works is this, is the date that you get certified, you pass all your tests, recommendation, the day you get certified, the clock starts then for the 5 years. You have 5 years to get your master's degree. And then professional development and stuff like that. And you can get extensions, but you got to remember that 5 years. They usually give you one extension, but getting married and having a baby, they don't really count for extensions. It's like you're working or you're whatever it is. I guess that's, here's the child abuse online. I need a hard copy of this, but we'll get to that point in time. Yep. It's Project Save and fingerprinting, right? Or is it DASA? Which one?
It's Project Save and the child abuse.
Child abuse, okay. And then the DASA training, that's the bully training. We have that here, I guess. Okay, there's a lot to it and stuff, and I don't want to overwhelm anybody. These guys have been overwhelmed because we didn't have the EdTPA when we got started, and now we got the EdTPA when we got started. Questions? Okay, make sure you sign in if you didn't sign in. What? Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Yeah, on the next slide, that's what we're talking. I'm basically want to remind you guys about the education club. Some people in my class, I did ask to sign up and all of that. And we're trying to get a database together so that, we have lists and all that, you can get all the information that you need. What we're trying to do maybe is to get, we're talking this year, we want to talk about it. So we're thinking about maybe having some, social work, the social work club work with you. We have some really good ideas of how we probably can. So, and we also have a book. I'm gonna let you talk about the club. Please, join, because people want to know that you've done other things besides, your efforts is fine. But they want to know that you've done some things outside of that. So we do, different kinds of, activities that show that, you care about kids, and you care about doing things. That really counts a lot. So I'm gonna let Emily talk about it, and my vice president.
Yes. Oh, look at that. You get to wear the swivel.
Oh, jeez. I
first practice with the swivel. Okay. So, basically, it's directed to this half of the room because they already know about it. So, hi, I'm Emily. I'm the president of Education Club.
And I'm Aubrey. I'm the vice president.
So basically, Education Club is just extra opportunities outside the classroom to work with kids and get to know other people in, the education major because, we're seniors and a bunch of you are freshmen and we don't really have opportunities to get to know each other. And I think it's a really valuable resource to, be with people who are, have gone through the programs, have gone through the classes, and they can help you with things. We have fun in Education Club. This was at the Summit. It's a school for kids with autism. It was a benefit walk that we did, and obviously it was Star Wars themed, which I was really happy about. So yeah, we do events here and there. It's not a huge commitment. We have meetings every couple of weeks. We have 2 big events this semester. We have the Country Parkway Elementary Fall Fest. I know some of you know that school. We've done practicums there. They have like a fall carnival, so we run carnival games and we hang out with the kids, and it's only a couple hours and it's really fun. And then we also have, it's the Dodge Elementary School Fall Carnival, I think, or Country Fair. And it's pretty much the same thing. Carnival games, and, last year I dressed up. They had like this vest with pockets and prizes, and I'd walk around and kids would like reach in and grab prizes. Just goofy stuff like that. But it's
Let
fun.
me talk about those. Those,
yeah, go ahead.
Just for the dates, if you are interested in joining the club and you're interested in those events, they are Fridays in October. The Dodge one is on Friday, October 6th, and the Country Parkway is Friday, October 29th.
Yes. Last year we did fundraising, which was really awesome. We sold candy bars. We made a lot of money, which was awesome. So that was cool. What else? We have shirts. So if a bunch of you join, we can do another order of shirts, which would be really cool. I like to join things for the shirt, so if that's an incentive to join, no problem. But, it's also good to put on your resume that you were in an organization that was related with kids, and you can even put down the events that you did, that, you took initiative to get more experience with kids, and, we're super open for any kind of questions. We've been through the whole program. We've done all of these classes. We've, passed them all, which is good. So we're, if you have any questions, we're super helpful. We're here to help, and we don't want you to ever go through being confused about anything. We don't bite, no.
Dr. Brown had got us a nice bulletin
Yes.
board that they were going to put the officers up on. And
Yes.
And you can decorate it any way you want to.
I'm doing it.
Yes. Yeah, we just got a bulletin board, which is really cool. So we'll post like meetings and stuff. We can have a sign up at the end of this, so you can, if you're interested, just put down your email and we'll put you on the list and keep you in the loop of what's going on. Yeah, we even have study sessions for the certification tests. Just helpful tips and.
I would definitely look into because we come back more year some now, and we're going to be student teaching in the spring, so we're going to be passing our positions on to new officers. So if you'd like to join now, we'll kind of explain how it is. You can get the gist of it, and then if you're looking to become an officer, then you'd at least have a semester under our guidance and step up.
Yeah, and that would be also good to put on a resume. President of a club, so yeah.
Emily, why
There
don't
you go.
send us the notice of the email so we
Okay.
can send it out to our students.
Sure, for sure.
Make it easier.
Definitely.
I can get the announcement out.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah.
When's our next meeting?
I'm not sure yet. We'll have a meeting within the next couple of weeks. We had a first meeting, yeah. It was mostly for juniors and stuff. It was a study session.
Will you send out the date for your next meeting? So
For sure.
people can attend
And we'll
it?
put it on the bulletin board too.
Right. And
That's
then
across
people
my education office.
Right, and then you can select officers, because like she said, they're going to be leaving. At least you can have their expertise to guide you, as you go along.
Yes. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Join our club. We have fun. What? what about Smallwood? Oh, okay. So if you need a job, like we were saying before, Smallwood Elementary School really flexible hours for a college schedule. It works with my crazy hours. And you just work with kids. Again, something cool to put on your resume that, you know, you had a job working with kids. Great experience, great lessons on behavior management, learning how to, you know, manage a group of crazy children. But it is a fun job. So if you are looking, just let us know. They really do need people. So
5 of us are leaving it. So
yeah, a lot of us are already in it. So yeah,
walking
that
distance
too.
from here.
Yeah, it's right. It's 5 minutes away, not even.
1 hour.
On
Crazy work.
yeah, right off of Main Street. So that's all I have to say. Thanks.
Sign in sheets and grab some pizza.
Oh, is that what your hand was out for?
I'm sorry, but that was good too.
Oh my gosh. Oh, thanks.
No, we gotta get it on there. You want me to email you, or are you good on
Yeah, email me. Like I said, there's training sessions starting October 4th, I believe, or 5th.